I don't think I'll make this a very long video, but if you saw my post earlier, I think last week, I made a post basically saying I went through the screenshots I took of the Warriors Den for when Hatun was released. And obviously, one of them being that of the Theaters of War Year 9 announcement art. I honestly looked through it and I was like, oh, dude, this is so cool. And I was looking through it primarily because I wanted to be like, oh, is there like any new armors? Like, is there anything that's gonna like lead us towards like, you know, what's gonna happen with Astria and Horkos? But one thing I did notice was in the background. If you look at the picture, in the background, obviously, the map that they're on is Cathedral. And everyone's at a table, they're all looking over like a map of war, you know. But in the background, on the bridge, in Cathedral, there are two individuals facing off against one another. And I made a post and I obviously said, like, did the devs tease the new heroes before we even got Year 9 like out yet? Because one of the heroes is in a clear, the one on the left clearly is in one of two poses. Either A, a rapier stance, or B, a Jian sword stance. Now, it looks an awful lot like the rapier one, but either way, it looks very close to that. So it's pretty much just like, yeah, because going and playing For Honor, you look at all the characters and all the stances they take, no one stands like that. Like, the other character on the right, the other person on the right, you could probably make the argument of like, oh, that could just be Lawbringer, or oh, that could just be Raider, right? But the one on the left, no, that's clearly a different individual. Like, you can't say that's PK, because PK leans over too much. She leans over and she kind of has her arms out like a crab. You can't say it's Shaman. Shaman has her arms too close to her body, and she also crouches down a lot. No one in the game kind of has this stance as right now. So, again, this is all theory, right? Like, I don't know what the devs actually have, you know, teased the new heroes in this image. If they did, that's fucking sick. That's awesome. That just makes me even more excited for Year 9. But this just leaves me to speculate and obviously theorize on who these characters are. And I'm praying, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's not a hero of a rapier. We already have how many knights? What, close to 10? I think we actually do have 10. But either way, we have so many knights right now. We don't need another one, right? And you can't add a rapier wielding hero and just add them into like the Outlanders. You have to, like, he would have to be a knight hero. So it's why I'm kind of saying this hero better be using a Jian sword, which if you don't, not a Jian, no, is it Jian? Jian sword. If you don't know, that's the Chinese straight sword. If you're a Disney kid, it's a Mulan sword. It's the sword from the movie Mulan. It is kind of like their version of like what a rapier is. Like a mixture between a short sword and a rapier. It is it's a one-handed sword that has a thin blade.
You lost Zone A.
Honestly, I would rather want that hero instead, because number one, it gives us another Wu Lin hero, of which there's only 5 Wu Lin, and we haven't gotten a new Wu Lin since Zhang Hu, and holy shit, how long has it been since Zhang Hu was released?
You captured Zone A.
But yeah. The other hero, I kind of can't really, like, make theories on, because, well, that dude is, I don't know. I could make a guess that it's one of, like, 3 things, based off the image, it kind of looks like he's holding a two-handed weapon, and it looks like it's one of like 3 things. I'm hoping it's like the second one, but the first one is a scythe. Maybe it's just because of the fact of how the lighting is, but it kind of looks like he's wielding a massive fucking scythe, like a farmer's scythe, not a war scythe, but a regular farmer scythe. I do not want that, because let's be honest, although For Honor has never really been that, heavy on being entirely realistic, like, it's kept itself to a standard, though, right? It's never really been realistic, but it's kept itself to a standard, and a giant-ass scythe to fight with. I know there's that one execution. I don't have it, but I know that one exists. That's an execution. There's a difference. Actually trying to go ahead and play a character like that with a massive, clunky-ass weapon like that will just look stupid in-game. The other option is it's a Warhammer. I want that one, but that would mean that it would have to be a knight. And then the other option is a halberd, which, again, it would probably also have to be a knight. Which, yeah, we would then get another knight. It's, obviously, again, this is, again, me just, looking at the picture and then trying to go ahead and actually come up with, like, what these new heroes might be, based off of just a really bad, grainy picture that you can barely see. I don't know if these heroes or if these characters are going to be the new heroes. For all I know, the image is just like, it's just meant to look cool, and it's just PK facing off against like a Lawbringer or some shit like that, or a Raider, right? But I don't know. This is, again, me theorizing. I do want the one person on the left to be a hero with a Jian sword. The other one, again, I have no idea. It could be a character with a war scythe, a warhammer, a halberd. And if you are thinking, oh, but Lawbringer has a halberd, no, actually, that's a poleaxe. It's not a halberd. There's a difference. But yeah, I mean, like, it could be, like a meteor hammer, if I recall, if that's what it's called. It's a Chinese weapon as well, so it would be another Wulin, but that wouldn't really make sense on why they'd be fighting each other. Again, that's just my, it's me just theorizing about it, because, to be honest, they posted out this picture during the Warriors Den, and then, like, obviously, you pay attention to the Kensei, the Warden, and you see the Hafira, you see, Hatun, you see Raider and Tiandi, and then you don't really see anything else, but then, boom, if you look closer, you see these two people in the background just dueling each other on a bridge. Like it's freaking Star Wars. Just... Come on. I don't know. Oh. But yeah, that's the video. But yeah. Obviously, I don't script most of these things. I'm still new to this stuff, so bear with me. Also, thank you all for 50 subscribers. That's honestly cool. Yeah. I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.